Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Saturday, August 13th, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Kansas City Chiefs vs. Chicago Bears. The Kansas City Chiefs and Chicago Bears open their preseason with a showdown at Soldier Field on Saturday afternoon. The Chiefs lost to the Bengals in last year's AFC title game and look poised for another big run. The Bears are in a rebuild and will look to see their young stars in action for this preseason debut. Our team pick is Chicago Bears minus 3.5 points. And here is why. The Kansas City Chiefs will be looking to start the game fast against the Bears, as Andy Reid expects his team to win regardless of who is starting on the field. Reid did lead Kansas City to a 3-0 preseason record in 2021. The Chiefs have struggled in the preseason as road dogs, though. They have gone 15-29 ATS in their last 44. Matt Eberflus, the Chicago Bears' new head coach, said that the starters on both sides of the ball will see action in the first preseason game against the Chiefs this week. Expect the new-look Bears team will allow their starters to play for a quarter at most, unless it is just a few possessions. Justin Fields will start in this game, but Trevor Siemian will get the majority of the snaps once Fields exits the game. Siemian does have a lot of NFL experience though. He started for the Denver Broncos a few years back, as he showed that he could get the job done. This Bears offense does worry me, though. They scored the 27th least amount of points last season and they've made some adjustments this offseason. I will be riding with the Chicago Bears at home in their first preseason game of the season. The Bears look completely different, as they have a new head coach and they cut a ton of veteran players after last season. The Bears starters will play way more in this game than the Chiefs, as well. Our total pick is over 35 points. Carolina Panthers vs. Washington Commanders. In the first preseason game for both teams, the Washington Commanders play host to the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers finished 5-12 last season and missed the playoffs for the 4th straight year. All eyes in the preseason will be on the QB positions, where Sam Darnold and newcomer Baker Mayfield will vie for the starting spot. The Commanders are playing their first game under their new moniker after being the Washington football team for the last 2 seasons. The team is banking that Carson Wentz can regain his form from when he was a legit QB for the Eagles, after a so-so season last year with the Colts. Our team pick is Carolina Panthers plus 1 point. And here is why. The Panthers should have an edge in the preseason, with most of the starting reps being taken up by veteran quarterbacks Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. So it'll essentially be 2 players with starting experience facing first, second and sometimes even third team units. But the preseason is obviously important for Panthers coach Matt Rhule, who is still trying to decide on a starter for the season opener. Carolina would probably be better off keeping all-world running back Christian McCaffrey on ice against that monstrous Commanders defensive front. Getting through that line is like trying to punch your way through a concrete slab. The Commanders are hopeful the combination of Dotson, Curtis Samuel and Pro Bowler Terry McLaurin can boost a unit that has underwhelmed in recent years. You better believe Wentz will be excited to start his journey towards proving critics wrong. This could be a revenge season in a way against those that have tried to write his career obituary at 29 years old. Both teams find themselves in the unique situation of having 2 starting quarterbacks on their roster. Baker Mayfield started for the Cleveland Browns before he joined Sam Darnold and the Panthers. And Taylor Heinicke started last season for the Commanders, despite predominantly being perceived as a backup quarterback. He'll revert back to the latter role with Carson Wentz on the team. I like the Mayfield and Darnold tandem in this particular matchup. I'm also interested in seeing rookie Matt Corral get an opportunity to air it out against a Redskins defense that has had issues on the back end. They've mostly depended on their ferocious defensive front to pancake opposing quarterbacks, which could happen early in this game. But as both teams work their way down the depth chart, I'm expecting the Panthers to pull away. No, Carolina doesn't have Stephon Gilmore on the back end of their defense, but they still have playmakers that can cover. Gilmore is a tremendous player, but he wasn't shutting the entire field down by himself last season. I believe the Panthers will make enough plays to come out of Washington with a victory. Our total pick is under 37 points. Indianapolis Colts versus Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills will host the Indianapolis Colts on Friday in the preseason opener for both teams. These two teams last met during the 2021 regular season when the Colts won 41-15 in Buffalo. Our team pick is Buffalo Bills money line. And here is why. The Indianapolis Colts went 9-8 last season but missed the playoffs after choking by losing the last two games, especially the season finale 26-11 to Jacksonville in an upset that sent shockwaves through the league. The expectations are high coming into 2022, as the Colts look to contend for a division title. The most significant change to the roster has been the addition of Matt Ryan from Atlanta, with Carson Wentz now in Washington, D.C. The Colts did not have a first-round pick in the 2022 draft and used their top pick in the second round on wide receiver Alec Pierce from Cincinnati. Pierce has a big opportunity to make an impact this season with Colts legend T.Y. Hilton is now gone along with wide receiver Zach Pascal departing. The Bills enter this season with high expectations. The Bills' quarterback position is solidified, and head coach Sean McDermott has let it be known that we will not see Josh Allen in the preseason opener. Behind Allen is veteran Case Keenum, who led the Browns to 2 wins last season when Baker Mayfield was out. The Colts also have another veteran QB in Matt Barkley. Last year they went 11-6, won the AFC East, and blew out the Patriots in the wild card round 47-17. Next, the Bills were eliminated in the divisional playoffs in overtime 42-36 by the Kansas City Chiefs in one of the most thrilling games in NFL playoff history. Both of these teams have head coaches who tend to win in the preseason. Although we could see Matt Ryan in the first half, with both teams having high expectations in 2022, neither side will want to risk their key players for long. I personally would stay away from the side in this game, but I will lean on the Bills in this one. The Bills' quarterback position is solidified, and head coach Sean McDermott has let it be known that we will not see Josh Allen in the preseason opener. Behind Allen is veteran Case Keenum, who led the Browns to 2 wins last season when Baker Mayfield was out. The Colts also have another veteran QB in Matt Barkley. Buffalo had a better draft and are making their first-round pick Ka'ir Elam prove he is worthy of playing time, as he currently is not listed as a starter on the depth chart. The Bills also have more depth at quarterback once you get to the second quarter and beyond. I will take the Bills, as Buffalo is a perfect 7-0 over the last 2 preseasons. Our total pick is under 35 points.